This is the Kpop Cast. I'm your host, Stephanie, and today we're discussing ATEEZ's latest comeback with Bad, and also welcoming back to the show our friend Theresa.
Hi, everyone. Glad to be back.
Yes, thank you for joining us on this very, very special 18E day.
I'm here to represent. Happy to represent.
Yes, if you're watching the video, she's got on official merch and everything. Yeah.
Yes, we've got official bootleg merch, fan made.
Even better.
But still free. The light stick. We've got light sticks.
Yes, we have the light stick.
Mm-hmm, representing.
Hey.
But before we get into that, guys, we're gonna share our hit replays from the week. We're featuring IOI, UDTT, and From 20. But before we get into everything, don't forget to join the Kpop Cast listener family on Slack and help chip in for our show costs. Links to everything in the episode description.
Special thanks to Dina and Lady Senza for your last contribution. And now for hit replays. I'm your host, Stephanie.
And I'm your PD Michaela, guys. And hit replays are our K-pop song recommendations for the week. So, Theresa, kick us off. What is your hit replay?
Okay, so my hit replay is from IOI, Suddenly. Exactly the newest. I mean, it is still recent, but I kind of missed it when it first came out, and it's something that as soon as I heard it, I mean, I love a good K-pop girl group, and this is just like the type of song that just feels so breezy and like fun and chill. And obviously you get all of the members from IOI back together now. They're going to be touring, I think, in Asia, or having at least like some concerts there. And yeah, if you don't know IOI, they started in 2016 as a project girl group formed through Mnet, survival show Produce 101. And if you are newer to K-pop, you probably recognize a few of the members because we've had some incredible solo artists from IOI, like Chungha, Somi, like, I mean, we just like run through the roster. But yeah, I love the song. It's breezy, it's fun, and the choreo is just, I love it.
I shed a tear while I watched the comeback stage, I'll be honest. I was like, oh, the girls are back together on the stage.
Right?
I remember watching their journey. I remember when Produce, when like the first season of Produce happened, and seeing their journey from there to now, and like now they're all glamorous and grown and sexy, and it's just
and they still got it. Like
oh, totally,
1,000%.
I cannot believe it's been 10 years.
Right? Oh my, weird time warp. But I'm glad that they're still, that they got back together, and we got this lovely, lovely comeback from them.
Yeah, it was like them, and then also Wanna One getting back together. So it's really been a 2016 moment this year.
Yes, 1,000%.
That's a good point. Yeah, thanks for sharing this. I totally missed it when it came out, but I think just like you were saying, there's this breezy, chill, comfortable, nostalgic quality to it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
But Stephanie, what is your hit replay?
All right, so my hit replay is a little less on the breezy side. It is UDTT with Viper.
Viper. Stephanie.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah,
did
fill us
not
in.
know who this was. UDTT. I did not know who they were until very recently. Their name gives me a chuckle because it is Udang Tang Tang Sonyeondan. So it's
Okay.
like generate udang tang, like a ramen noodle soup, instant
Okay.
soup generation.
Mm-hmm.
So like just with that,
All right.
yeah,
I'm already
just with
getting the
that
vibes.
little silliness, little vibe, little spunky vibe. And they are a 5-member girl group under SW Entertainment. I'm like, who's that? They debuted in 2025, and SW, the artist that I recognize from there is Sun Young. So Sun Young is a soloist in their label.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they've been at it since April 2025, and Viper grabbed me because it has just like this driving aggressive beat. It's like essence of K-pop is strong. It's intense. It is girls being badass, kind of in the line of aespa or something aespa would do, but it's catchy as hell. I like to dance and bounce to the beat, and it's a great example of just taking a simple concept of the viper with the poison and the toxin, and you're wrapping your body around me. Like, all the metaphors make sense. They're all in line. It's simple, sweet, and in your face.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the girl groups have been killing it lately. I know we're here to talk about ATEEZ later on, but like the girl groups in particular, I feel have been definitely releasing some bangers this year.
Banger clanger. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know we gave them a good moment for the girls in the beginning, but I have to bring it to the boys because it is Hot Boy Summer.
Woo.
And I have to, of course, highlight the hottest boy in the game from 20 and his new single, Big Boy.
Rumors shall fly, hold it tight. Oh God, holy, let's show 'em what I got. Oh big boy, I know I'm hot. Big girls, you know you're sexy. My big boys, they love me, I like it. Big boy, I'm a big boy. Big boy, I know I'm hot. Big girls, you know you're sexy. My big boys, they love me, I like it. Big boy, I'm a big boy. Yeah, I'm so hot. Oh boy, you're so hot. Hey girl, you're so hot. We're big boys and big girls. Yeah, I'm so hot. Oh boy, you're so hot. Oh my girl, you're so hot. We're big boys and big girls. And big.
All caps, big boy.
Yes. Okay, I'm not gonna say this is the best hit replay of the week. As a song, audibly, there are some issues, but I love the concept. I love the music video. I love the vibe. It's one. He's not just doing it for like he's doing it for the big boys. He's doing it for the big girls. He's doing it for the gay boys. There's so much like representation like in in this music video, and I as the resident big girl with thick with 3 Qs, I loved seeing a woman highlighted in the music video that was like an American plus size, not just like the Korean plus size.
Right.
You know, if you had told myself in 2016 that you would see Loie Lane in a music video and she was like highlighted as like a love interest in the music video, I wouldn't have believed you. But it's I love it. I love it.
Wow. Yes, from 20, bringing us all together with I can't do it. I was going to make a joke about what's in his pants and what he's looking at, and I just can't bring myself to do it, but that's what he's talking about.
Right.
He is like totally obvious, nothing left to the imagination. He's talking about how he's a big boy in all the ways.
Yeah, it's big
And
bodies
I
and big
just
body
like it.
parts.
He's pushing the envelope, and I love that he called out gay folks specifically, saying the gay boys love me and I like it. So he's naming them directly in Pride Month. Yes, please, thank you.
Right. Yeah, also Uncle Tony was in the music video.
I know. Hong Sak-jung. Yeah. Love that.
It was great. It was great, especially after him going on his show and having the conversation of like, you know, our music has been very well received by the queer community, and we're really, really happy to like do this for them. But then also it's just a fun hot boy time.
Right. He's like, anybody could get it.
Yeah. Literally, the
Hey.
B-side is F boy. So that's the vibe for this
Ooh,
comeback.
No questions.
Hmm.
Yes,
Okay, so
thanks for sharing.
moving from one hot boy to 8 hot boys.
8 hot
right, this week.
boys.
The hottest
Yes.
boys. One
Ow,
might say.
ow. Hot boy summer. It is time for our Daebak or Not review of Bad by ATEEZ. And we'll talk a little bit about their little album as well. But before we dive into the song, what has ATEEZ been up to recently?
Touring. Basically all of
They are
2025.
always on tour.
And up to like the beginning of 2026, really in February, they were on tour. And so that was kind of part of the last Golden Hour album, which was Golden Hour Golden Hour Part 3 and 4. And then now we are in Golden Hour Part 5, which
Wow.
cumulatively is their 14th EP since their debut
Whoa.
in 2018.
They've done a lot of EPs.
They've done a lot, and a lot of them have been part of this Golden Hour series, because at least 6 of them have now
Okay.
been part of this.
So for those of us who aren't keeping track of like what are the main title tracks in the Golden Hour series, do you know those? Can you share?
Yes,
What are we
I have
talking
the
about?
list. So back in
All
May
right.
2024, Golden Hour Part 1 came out with the title track Work. Then we had
Oh, yes.
Golden Hour Part 2 in
Better
November
work.
of 2024 with Ice on My Teeth.
Ice on my teeth.
Hmm. Then June of 2025 with Golden Hour Part 3 Lemon Drop.
Lemon drop.
And then in July of 2025, we had the Golden Hour Part 3 In Your Fantasy edition with In Your Fantasy as the title track for that one.
That's right. In your fantasy.
So that's why there's 5 parts, but there's technically 6 EPs in the track, because In Your Fantasy got its own little moment.
Wow. When you put it like that, like it's been a long time.
Right? And then
Yeah,
now,
that's kind of when that's around when Theresa hopped on board the Atini train, huh?
Yeah, close. I officially became 18, I think, with the Bouncy,
Bouncy.
comeback, which I believe I talked about it on this pod back as my like hit replay on one of your episodes. So
Wow.
you've
The
definitely
origin
seen
story.
yes, the origin story started here, and now I'm
You're
back.
again.
So, and yeah, but that was actually part of the Outlaw series or
Okay.
concept. So then immediately after that, they had Work, and then that kicked off the Golden Hour series. And I think the boys have not had a break. Like, they have really been pumping out release after release. And I think it's pretty well understood in the fandom that they have been doing this because, military enlistment is not far off.
Right.
You know, they average at about, the average age of the members right now is about 26. So it's a looming deadline. And I think that they have really just been working on overdrive, because quite honestly, like, it was just a few months ago that we had their previous comeback with Adrenaline.
yeah, February.
Adrenaline.
Back in February, Golden Hour Part 4.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like that just happened.
True.
And we talked about that on our episode, on our podcast over at It's a Kpop Thing.
Yeah.
And how excited we were, or at least I was, and fellow ATEEZ were for that comeback. And now we have this one, which is a very different vibe. And I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah,
Wow.
and this is still an ongoing series. There have been no official statements that this is the last installment in the Golden Hour series. But like you said, Theresa, it does feel like might be a pause moment, maybe after the tour that is following this, where we might start military era after, and then maybe pick it back up after military.
What you're bringing up about how little time there is between comebacks, I'm reminded of a video that's going around now of older, like Gen 1, Gen 2 K-pop women stars, Boa, Hyori, Wansum. Like, there's this little roundtable discussion they're having about it, and they are just shocked by how little time groups have to promote their singles now. Like, back then, I think Hyori and Boa were saying we used to have at least 6 months, maybe even a year, to promote our album, our title track. We would be going around, making the rounds for months and months, doing the same song, and people would eat it up. They would be satisfied with that. Now promotions last for like a month before you get it. You better get back in the studio. So the pace has accelerated, like in K-pop as a whole too.
1,000%. And I know that this was also a sentiment echoed by BTS in the Netflix documentary leading, where they explored just the behind the scenes of making their latest album, Arirang. And that was a big concern. You know, Namjoon said that he was worried that like fans would forget, you know? And I think that that's, at least right now in this era of K-pop, there's that constant fear of like, if you are away for too long, the fandom will move on to another group.
Well, that's not how I am. Is that how people are? Like, for real? I hope not.
I mean, I think there's just so much content coming out all the time.
Yeah.
And it's very hard. I think it's, not to get sidetracked too much, but I have read some articles that have talked about just how Gen Z, you know, like people love to poke fun at how Gen Z doesn't have maybe as many older cultural references as like previous generations. You know, everything's new to Gen Z, right? I mean, I love Gen Z, but like, it's like they seem to discover everything. And one of the rationales for it that I've seen is that they just are bombarded with so much music, so much pop culture at all times. Like they're just trying to keep up with what's current. So it doesn't leave a lot of space for them to go back into the archives.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's not the fans' fault per se. You know me, I'm always looking to capitalism. I'm like, blame the systems for the constant, just like more, better, faster, bombarding us. Yeah. So
on that note, should we check out the latest from ATEEZ then?
In that spirit, on that note, let's get to the reaction, everybody. We are going to pull up the official YouTube video for ATEEZ Bad. And if you want to react along with us, I'm going to give a countdown of 3, 2, 1, play. And you press play when I say play. So we're going to cue it up here. 3, 2, 1, play. Woo. Okay, we have an interesting male lead. And a gorgeous Chase Infiniti as the female lead. And somebody's here to object to the wedding. Ooh.
I knew it was Songhwa.
I would leave my husband.
I knew it was Songhwa from the from the teasers. I was like, I know him.
Oh. Hey. We got some African dance here.
So they're crashing a wedding.
Yep. What? That was San? No
that I did not
way.
see coming.
Look at how golden tan they are. Yes, please. Finally. This is an infectious beat. Hey, hey, hey.
And she's so nonchalant.
Yeah. Is she impressed? Who knows?
San is jealous.
I want him to be jealous. Hey.
Hey, the Meganese.
That was pretty hot. Oh, Mingy. Showing the shoulders. Ow! Okay, Hot Chili Peppers.
Right?
Uh-huh.
A reference to Bouncy.
Yeah, the Bouncy reference.
Okay, Yoonho is just chef's kiss here.
Always. There's a taqueria in the background.
Right?
It's supposed to be in Mexico. Free her.
Free her? Oh my gosh.
Okay. She still like doesn't care. Uh-oh.
Okay.
The red
The
eyes.
eyes, yeah, the pupils.
Evil.
Songhwa making a grand
Sungwa's in
entrance
red.
again.
Pink and red silk. We're going to have a dance break with everybody. Ooh, I remember this shirt that Sun has on from the previews. Ow!
Okay.
Party chorus. They added a little extra
The
percussion.
dance battle.
Okay. She's got some moves. You know I love a leg wiggle, little chicken leg.
This,
that scene.
just on loop.
Just this.
Please. And thank you.
In that shirt. Stylists, get a raise.
For real.
What's the verdict? Not
guilty.
This was a trial.
Okay, so this is the thing that everybody's talking about. Chase is walking and she's like waving her hand, and you can see the 8 rings on her
8
finger.
rings.
For presumably the 8 members of ATEEZ.
Did she marry all of them?
I mean, at the very least, she has them wrapped around her finger.
Luckiest woman alive. Wow. Whew. That's hot stuff. All right. Just for first reactions.
Yes.
How are we feeling after that? PD Nim, you first.
I was also, when I first watched it and I saw how many rings she had on her finger, it was like, oh, is this like a pro polyamory thing? Or?
Polyamory? Oh.
Oh, I was thinking like
Now's the
Infinity
time.
Stones.
Well, it might kind of be Infinity Stones, because this morning, guys, I did a little light reading, and
Reading.
Understatement, but yes.
yeah, and I did my deep dive into the lore around the Golden Hour comeback. 'Cause we didn't
Okay.
mention this yet at the front, but as part of the Golden Hour multi-part series, there are a series of narrative stories or diaries that are published with each physical album and are telling a story across the whole series. So if you watch the trailer for this music video, they talk about this person named Sopro. And I'm going to explain a little bit who Sopro is. But before I get into that, 18, I have to tell you, there is a lot of lore. I don't have time to get in where this is not the ATEEZ lore, podcast. This is the ATEEZ Bad podcast, so I can't get into everything. I'm sorry, I don't have enough time to explain who the mother bird is.
We don't have enough time.
I'm sorry, I don't have enough time to explain who Left Eye is and why he was wrong about the legend. I'm sorry, I don't have enough time to explain why San has a food truck. I'm sorry.
This is some deep lore. I don't know any of this. Wow.
Right. So to keep it very simple for people who are coming
Please
into
distill it.
The bad comeback. So Sopro is a sort of magical spirit that has the ability to synchronize the feelings of those who hold breath around them. And so Sopro, I believe in Portuguese, means breath. So it's this kind of like hive mind mystical creature that can control the feelings of people around them. Yeah, so if you look at the cover of Ice on My Golden Hour Part 3 in your fantasy and the cover of this album, you see this like ice cube looking thing in Golden Hour. It's red. That's Sopro.
Okay. I remember that.
So Sopro has been kind of like trapped in this cube since the beginning of time or whatever, until she is awakened by Woo Young, who wants to use her power to sync the emotions of the members in the group back together so they could be a better team.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was bad.
No. It's all good, but it ends up going really bad because then she starts controlling the minds of everybody in the world, making them very angry and violent and aggressive and starts wars.
We could have told you that. Wake up, an ancient spirit.
Ghost, the tracks Ghost and Adrenaline in the last Golden Hour, because it's feeding on that story of like she's making everybody so angry and they're like fighting each other. But ATEEZ, in order to stop Sopro, they tried to trap her again. But the last chapter in Golden Hour Part 5, it ends. So spoilers if you haven't read the last chapter. It ends with Sopro capturing the ATEEZ members and
oh my gosh,
taking them somewhere. She's escaped with them somewhere, so we don't know where.
Maybe she trapped them in the rings, in like little jewels.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So we'll find out, like maybe
away.
In Golden Hour Part 6, what happened to the ATEEZ members. Where'd Sopro
She kidnapped them.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they're trying to catch her, like at the wedding and at the trial. They try to arrest her, but she just keeps getting away, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. No, thanks for sharing that. That's helpful context. It's not just a fun music video. There's this deep storyline.
Mm-hmm. And it's all the music videos are connected to the storyline too. So this is a very cinematic.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch them all because I was literally just watching like Ice on My Teeth. Come on, that's just them looking hot, right? I was like, there's no story.
Ice on My Teeth is connected to Sopro because Sopro is an ice cube, and so
my gosh.
when she is absorbed into people, Wooyoung eats her.
Wow.
There's a lot of layers to this.
Let's move on.
There's a lot of layers.
Let's get back to the comeback.
I need to pop some popcorn and have a watch party now that I have the lore. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And so the lore and the story all centers around this Sopro character who is played by none other than today's it girl, Chase Infiniti. Chase Infiniti, who's a baby born in the year 2000. She's 26. She's an American actress, Black actress, best known for her role in The Testaments, a sequel series to Hulu's The Handmaid's Tale. Fun fact, the showrunner for The Testaments cast Chase after seeing her performance of K-pop dance covers online. So she ain't new to this. She's true to this. Chase has been a deep K-pop fan and an ATEEZ specifically for years and years, and that's what got her noticed. So all y'all K-pop fans doing covers, like dreaming of one day marrying your bias, anything is possible. This could be you. We even heard about Theresa fulfilling her dream recently, sitting next to BTS. Like, get in on this. Like,
at the AMAs. All things are possible, y'all. All things are possible.
Manifest your dreams. Like, put it out there.
I mean, props to Chase because she really is living like the ATEEZ dream. And it is a beautiful thing to see because prior to this comeback, ATEEZ already knew of her as being someone who was always repping ATEEZ, like in her interviews for press. You know, she would always get asked just about K-pop, and she would, without hesitation, be like, ATEEZ is my favorite. Like, I listen to a lot of groups. I love K-pop, but ATEEZ is my favorite group. And like, I can talk about them forever. So I have seen edits where she just is constantly like clips of just her in different press junkets and then being asked about ATEEZ. And it's just like, you can see the evolution. And I think that sort of sincerity and love for the group has also just endeared her to fans. So the fact that, you know, we have this like love story or whatever's going on in this music video, like that could go sideways in a different fandom. Let's be real. But in this fandom, it was very much celebrated because it was her.
Exactly. Like we claim her as one of us. She's not some rando. I was wondering if we have any inside info on like how she got the part or got in touch with them. Did she reach out to them? Did they reach out to her?
We don't know, but I know that a lot of ATEEZ kind of pieced it together because I believe at Coachella, she was photographed with Hongjoong, maybe? Yep. So people are kind of saying like, okay, like, I believe she was with Hongjoong, I feel like I gotta fact check that, but I think it started at Coachella. And then people were kind of like, okay, maybe that maybe, he's like, hey, we're working on some new music, and like, yeah, you can dance. We got to make, we got to make something happen.
Let's make it happen. Yes, and as we're saying, she's living the dream. Fun fact, the name for that, there's a specific name for that in Korean, which is songdeok. Korean slang term for a fan who actually gets to meet or gets recognized by their favorite artists. So Chase gets to be a songdeok.
Mm-hmm. And to that point of like her appearance in the music video being so endearing to fans as well, it's also endearing because it's like on the topic of like representation, we really don't get female leads that are like actual leads in music videos in K-pop that are women of color.
Yeah, especially black.
Like there are a lot of, there are maybe like one other example I can maybe think of where it's just like a model, but not somebody who is actually she's Sopro. Like she's the most important part of the story. Like her character is so important to this comeback and this is really the first time we've seen this for a black actress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was honestly, as a black woman in the first frame, seeing her, I breathed a sigh of relief. I was like, it just feels so validating that they see us and they want to platform someone who looks like us. Black women in the lead.
Yeah, she looks stunning.
Oh yeah, for sure. Usually we have to look to Korean R&B videos to have black women in it. Usually they're twerking, like, which we all love, but this is a different kind of representation with a little more depth. We appreciate.
And she absolutely like held her own in that dance battle in the MV.
Like out dancing all of us.
And so I was like, she did it. And not only did she do it, but she did it so spectacularly that I'm like, applause.
They showcased a lot of her talents here. Visual, acting, dance, all of it.
Although I do think you mentioned, right, Stephanie, that there were a contingent of fans that were slightly disappointed that she, with, Bad being this, like,
it's
one
tough.
Featuring Brazilian funk and reggaeton and like Latin hip hop in the song, and then the dance and the music
Spanish
video,
language.
that the lead wasn't a Latina woman.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to hold the nuance, the both and here. It's a little odd. It's a little awkward that the leading lady is not Latina, as the lyrics plainly name like love for Latinas, Latin American women.
Literally, I feel like if we go Latina, like
yeah, that's the line that San says. So it's just like odd, like
That's also San's favorite line, supposedly from his favorite lyric from the song.
Interesting.
I saw that. So
do they know that she's not Latina? Like, I wouldn't put it past that it just never came up. They just assumed.
They were just like, she's, she can.
Look at her.
We could place her in like maybe a Latin country, and then
sure.
Ambiguous-ish.
She could be Brazilian.
Features,
Right, there's plenty of Latinas who look like that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, listen,
right.
So for listeners who aren't aware, so I am Mexican American. So I come at this from like my own particular point of view, and there's just like there are so many discussions within the broader Latine community about just how maybe we should dismantle the concept of Latinidad. Like, it's a very, like, it's such an all-encompassing term that, and you're talking about so many different countries with so many, so much diversity in their history and their culture, that it's just, it's impossible, really. And
different
really
races, different races, and it really is a concept that is just like, you have to think like, this is
this isn't even a Western concept. This is an American concept.
Ooh,
you know,
yeah.
like Latino is an American concept. Like, yes,
Come on.
you can say like Latino and like Spanish and whatnot. But like, if you get out into Latin America, people are going to say, I am Brazilian. I am Mexican.
Yes.
I am Colombian. I am Venezolano. You know, like you get into the specificity of it. You're not going to meet like a Mexican. I mean, at least I haven't met a Mexican who's like, I'm Latino. Like they're going to say,
like someone from
soy
the
Mexicano.
country. Yeah.
Yes. You know, but I understand that in the diaspora and in the United States, and as part of like, specifically for me, you know, the Chicana heritage that we have here in California for Mexican Americans here, like it was important for us to then think about like our own identity. And it's like, if you're a minority within this broader United States, like you have to kind of reach out and shake hands with other, you know, children of the diaspora who also share some history with you as Latinos. So it is, I don't know.
And part of that is, I'm just hearing so many parallels with like the Black experience as well. We have,
it's so vast.
Black African Americans, descendants from the slave trade, but then also immigrants from African countries and Afro-Caribbean, Jamaican people have so little in common with those of us who grew up here. And yet I think it's important to name, like, in the eyes of who do we look the same? We look the same in the eyes of the white power structure, in the eyes of, like, the state, the police, the United States. They want to be able to categorize us and put all the different Black diaspora folks and all the different Latin diaspora folks in one bucket. And then the biggest, most diverse category of all, Asian American. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Whole continent spending. Exactly. Yeah. So that's a really important point, that arguments about, well, from a Latino perspective, it's like, where did that come from? And is that really helpful, functional?
Yeah. And then also, I do think that, you know, we are talking about K-pop. And K-pop has definitely missed the mark on many occasions. But I think in this part, I also think personally, when I look at K-pop, and especially in a music video like this, it's like, we're talking about lore. We're talking about like a fantasy. We're talking about this universe that they have created, you know? And in that respect, I personally am of the mindset that I am much more flexible in a fantasy world, where ultimately, especially in a situation like this with this comeback, where I feel like ATEEZ is celebrating, you know, whatever it is that they, however it is that they are interpreting Latino culture, you know, by and large. And I don't want to ever try and put parameters on music and creative expression. So yeah, I understand the complaints, but I'm very happy with Chase being in this music video. I think she was perfectly cast. And I think there were so many other pros here, you know, to her being in the music video, that, you know, you can't put like our checklist, like our wish list, you know, into ChatGPT and be like, can we find this one person who checks all of the boxes? Like, I don't know, like, maybe that person exists, but like, you know, maybe they don't.
Yeah, it seems like things came together perfectly in the right time to produce this collaboration.
Right, and in the right time in which the World Cup has been happening, and Mexicans and Koreans are closer than ever at this point in history.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's right.
I mean, I don't know if you want to get into the music and all that, but like itself, but like, yes, as like, y'all, the love between Mexicans specifically, I know we're talking about Latinos and Latinidad, but like Mexicans specifically and Koreans are in a they have been for years now in some kind of like love affair since the last World Cup. And I think that has definitely, with the rise of K-pop in Mexico, which we saw with also BTS, which and their, you know, their recent tour there earlier this year, and then their visit to El Palacio Nacional, and then you had
the president.
They met the president of Mexico. You can look up the images. They estimate about 50,000 people in front of the Palacio Nacional, in the National Assembly, just like in the public square, essentially, just waiting for hours. And mind you, the president did not announce this ahead of time because they were afraid that so many people would show up. So they announced it only hours before their visit. And in the span of a few hours that, you know, you had, I mean, tens of thousands of people flood the square. So we had that with BTS. And then now with the World Cup, like, you know, you can look up just like the win from South Korea and like how that helped Mexico. And I have just been loving seeing all of the videos from fans for the World Cup, like from Koreans in Mexico, just having the time of their life. And if you have seen any of that, then you're familiar with the chants of like, hermano, you know, like, yeah, it is Mexicano, you know, like, it's just like, like Mexicans hyping up Koreans because they love Koreans. And then the Koreans are like, Mexicans are our new best friends. It's great. It's a great time.
Amazing. Especially in Los Angeles, too. Given just like
the watch part, yes.
The watch parties. Koreatown is right next to like the Mexican area in East LA.
Yeah, well, actually, so Koreatown is also predominantly Latino today.
It is.
Yes. So my fun fact that I always love to say about Los Angeles, because I am a native to Los Angeles here, is that Los Angeles has the largest concentration of Mexicans outside of Mexico. And it also is home to the largest concentration of Koreans outside of South Korea.
True.
So you have these two very proud, very loud, very beautiful cultures here in communities here in Los Angeles, living alongside one another. And for the second match, we were paired against each other. And that match for the World Cup brought out, I think it really seemed like a bigger deal than the actual finale. And it was because it brought out everybody in the city. It seemed like, at least.
Oh, thank you for sharing that context. I can't help but feel that all of this that we're sharing and talking about is maybe part of the impetus for why ATEEZ wants to go in this direction for their album. Their label, and they are watching how BTS was received. They're watching how much their own fan population is rising in Latin America. And I think they wanted to give something back, like a gift to these fans.
I think that's right. And I know that, at least in the conversations that I have had with other Latin and Mexican, like ATEEZ, like they see it exactly as that, as a gift to the Latin fan base that has been just cheering ATEEZ on for years. And it's summer. Get the vibes going.
Hey.
They want us outside shaking ass, guys.
You gotta tell me twice.
Right, because getting back to the audio of Bad, right? It is almost getting it back to that to the groove that like I Saw My Teeth kind of had in this series, where it's like it's about dancing. It's not the super like EDM aggressive. It's about it's a little bit more low key, but still sexy, right?
Oh, very sexy, very grounded, very bass heavy, low voice delivery. Yeah, very like low to the ground, hips in the choreo, wide hips, wide open.
Yeah. I have seen a little bit of criticism that the chorus isn't really like a chorus, you know, and this
Yeah.
was a big criticism for their previous comeback, Adrenaline, where it was like the absence of like a true chorus, you know, and some people have been lamenting the fact that it seems like this is with at least this comeback now in two back to back with a kind of non-existent chorus really
Yeah.
like is this something that we are liking that we're not I you know I don't know I think they're trying something different and I think it's a summer song. I feel like it's just
Yeah.
they're
I don't
the
really have a
ATEEZ went for
problem with
vibes.
that.
They went for vibes, y'all. It's summer. They want us outside. It's the World Cup. We're hosting. Like
Live a
go
little.
out, dance. That's what
Yeah.
ATEEZ wants you to do.
Exactly. You know who really wants us to dance is choreographer Lee Jung Lee, who you might know from Street Woman Fighter in 2021. You might know her as the first female recruit in Just Jerk, maybe the most famous dance crew in South Korea. You might also know her as the choreographer for K-pop Demon Hunters Soda Pop and How It's Done. So she is who is credited with the choreography for Bad. And it's really a joy to watch.
Before we get back too deep in the audio, though, Teresa, I was curious what you thought of Mingy's Spanish rap verse in the song.
Hey,
Oh.
ritmo peligroso.
Okay. Well, first of all, when I first heard it, I was really excited that he's rapping in Spanish. Like, what? And it's like a whole verse. Like, it's not just like a single line. Like, it's one thing to do one lyric, one line. Like, no. Mingy really was like, I'm gonna do a whole verse.
Yeah.
I was excited. I'm not the biggest fan of it per se,
Oh.
but it makes me happy that he did it because like I don't know, he's trying. Like that's so hard. It's so hard.
Why aren't you a big fan of it?
Um I'm not the biggest fan of it because honestly just like in terms of rap, like it's not the best. It's like it's I hate to say this, but I feel like if he would have just stuck to like the opening, like the first one or two lines, like I think that would have been enough, you know? But like he's rapping so fast that like some of the syllables, you know, kind of get a little garbled. And like that's something that like, you know, when you're rapping, like I saw this with another recent release where the rapper, you know, is also rapping in English. And it's just like, I think you mentioned this also in the Slack.
Yeah.
Stephanie, I think that was something that you shared where it's just like not really hitting on the right stress.
Yeah.
And it's just like if you are a native, like there you go. Thank you. It's just not quite exactly there. That being said, I'm really happy he's doing it. And I know for a fact that like 18 like Spanish speaking 18 are going to go wild and be rapping it for him in the shows. Yeah. So like that's fun, you know?
I mean, I do think I'm trying to think who else has put a lot of Spanish in their comebacks. Card has like at least one song that's all in Spanish. So we have a little bit of precedent.
We don't even have to go far back. Like right now, aespa has the song out, Lemonade, and they have like a little line also in Spanish. Like it's just, you know, this. I feel like the entire industry right now in K-pop is, I don't know, maybe it's the World Cup. Maybe it's like we said, they're looking at like the love affair between like Koreans and Mexicans and then saying like Latinos and Koreans right now, there's this going on. The love affair, how can we add to that? Or capitalize on it at least. It's I think everybody in K-pop right now is like looking to see like how can we sprinkle in a little bit of Spanish. And then also, you know, just as a native Spanish speaker, I will say as somebody, I'm not fluent in Korean by any means, but I took like maybe a few months of a language class. And it is a lot easier for if you're Spanish speaking to understand Korean, at least in terms of the pronunciation because of the vowels. And the way that they're grouped. So I don't know, there's something there that I think also just makes it easier, maybe.
That's true. Yeah, it might be easier for them to
Samuel
pick up
Ziggy
and pronounce.
Ziggy is a great example
Samuel.
of that, right?
Hey. Yeah, how could we not mention him? He's putting all of them together seamlessly.
Do we want to talk about that lyric?
The line, yeah. So speaking of the lyrics, there's one line that's getting a lot of attention. And it's a line delivered by our boy San, where he says, I feel like if we go Latina, like.
And that's it.
Yo. And this is the line that's delivered like right before the drop, right before the chorus. So like all of the instruments go away and it's just his voice kind of saying that. I feel like if we go Latina, like.
It's like, I'm not mad about that line. It's
what
fine.
do we think he's really saying?
It's a tongue-in-cheek line. Like, he's just teasing. He's teasing. He wanted us to be like, Latina, what? Huh?
What? You talking to me?
Me? Okay. You got my attention.
Yeah.
That's enough.
I'm coming over. Over. Call me over.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, San said that is his favorite lyric in the song. So, he's just like laying it on thick right now for the Latina fan.
I thought you were going to say that's
Latino
his type. That's his favorite type of lady, maybe.
Listen, my friend who is a San bias is over the moon as a Mexican ATEEZ. She's like, over the moon.
A chance. All of us Latinos have a chance.
We just need him like waving the flags.
Right, exactly. There we go.
But the other lyrics in the song, obviously, I've seen some ATEEZ kind of being like, okay, well, are we veering into like stereotypes about Latinos? Curves along her body, got the people calling it Photoshop. She'll be going places. Wake up in Vegas, nah, she don't stop.
Spicy references to spicy Latina.
I mean, Hongjun literally saying spicy in the song.
Yeah.
With a little chili pepper. I love it. I ain't mad at it. It's fine.
You ain't mad?
I'm not mad. Well, also because I'm 18 and I know that it's a reference to Bouncy and like the chili pepper there. So I know that it's like there's layers to it. It's not like
they take it even further in B-side Mamacita, where the first lines are, Mamacita got me excited. My señorita burns like tequila.
Okay, if we're not talking about Bad, and we're talking about Mamacita, which is another track in the album.
It is.
A track you could argue should have been the title track, maybe.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I mean, I would argue that.
Yeah, that's what you...
I want an MV for that, and I feel like they'll give it to us. I feel like
we're going to get one.
We're going to get it.
We have to.
And that's going to blow up. Because before the album came out, they with all the album sampler that they had released, so you get the little sample of each song in the comeback album. When Mamacita came on, I know everybody was like, ooh, that's the song. Mm-hmm. Look, I know. I feel like I should be like, well,
but this is the life of a K-pop fan.
It's fun. Welcome. I love Mamacita. I was like listening to it on the drive over here, and I was like,
yeah. Honestly, like this is how Black fans feel like all the time. It's like, well, it's fun. Like, I can't stand behind this like fully, but I'm gonna. I'm gonna dance to it.
Somebody somewhere is gonna be like, "We're being fetishized," and I'm like,
yeah.
Am I like
you're not wrong
mad about it right now? But like,
you're not wrong, but you're not mad, and that's what it
exactly
takes
that
to stay in
exactly
this fandom.
that.
Yep.
Because I don't know. Look, I'm smiling from people that are listening. It's like I'm smiling from ear to ear right now because it's just I don't know. Here's the other thing. I cannot speak for everyone, but in my experience, having gone to ATEEZ like after parties, when I saw them on tour in Mexico, like I went to like an after party full of 18. It was
unbelievable.
The most. I mean, we were dancing with cardboard cutouts of the members in the crowd.
Yes.
Just so you know, it was that kind of party, y'all. Mexicans know how to party, okay? And K-pop, Mexican, like is just it's another level, right?
Yeah.
I say all this to say that, like, having gone through those fandom experiences, they're not taking this that seriously. They really are not. It is a thing that is very, very much like, again, an American, a United States, like American POV, I believe.
Yeah.
Once you get out over there, they're like, nah, dude, I fucking love. Excuse my language. Like, I love this. Like, I love it. They love us. We love them. What's wrong here?
Yeah. That really lines up with, I think, what we're seeing, especially across like comments on X, online, is that there is more outrage from folks in the diaspora, folks who have moved away or their families have moved away, their generations separated from actually living in Latin America. And I have compassion for that. I have compassion for the diaspora experience as being one where, like, you're not on the land of your ancestors. And so maybe you cling hard to stuff like music and cultural artifacts that like will represent you. And like, that's what the culture is to you versus like the land or being surrounded by your people. So I have some compassion for that. And I think you're totally right that go to the motherland and folks are just more chill because like that problem is solved. The problem of the diaspora child is like not a thing.
Yeah, because I mean, being a child of the diaspora, being a child of immigrants and growing up in the United States, it's like you face, or at least, from my experience and in my conversations with others with similar backgrounds, it's like you're tasked unfairly with the burden of needing to justify, to justify your existence and like cultural background in ways that like other people don't, So it's like, like
you're asked to perform a stereotype for.
Yes, you have to be the model, the exemplary student. Yeah, it's just there's layers to this, but I mean, honestly, and also just Mexicans, like they love me. It's like the best memes I feel like always come out of Mexico, so it's like K-pop 18 Mexican 18 is like on another level.
Sure.
The memes out of this world.
Hey.
So yeah, they're having fun with this. So Mamacita, I'll be jamming out to it this summer. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Woo.
This summer, and then while they're on tour, right? Because
they're on tour.
Remember that this is an album that is kicking off their next tour in 2026.
You know what? I think we got to get tickets to the Mexico City stop. That's what I'm
right,
thinking.
Stephanie?
Because it's going to be lit.
Yes.
Lit at the show, lit at the after parties.
Yo, this is all building. It's all building. Like it was BTS. It was like the World Cup. It's like this. It's just
I'm still remembering the fan cams from Kai's performance in Mexico City. Remember?
In the sombra, in the mariachi hat.
Yeah.
He had the mariachi
with just the hat. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That was a look. That was a look.
Yeah, ATEEZ, take note. That's a look we will tolerate again.
Yeah.
All right. So I think it's time to give our final scores for ATEEZ Bad. And so we're going to do that thing where we do all the voices all together. If you're ready, join me. Was ATEEZ Bad Deba or not? All right. We'll hand it to PD Neem first.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. You gotta think about it?
I know. Yeah, I have to. I am actually gonna say not.
I knew it. You were being too quiet.
Sorry. And
What?
it is in the context of this is the 5th part in a saga. And for me, Bad, and to be honest, the majority of the Golden Hour Part 5 is not the strongest of the albums. And so I'll definitely hit replay on Mamacita, but not necessarily anything else.
Okay, thanks for giving us that long perspective into the past. Their sound has definitely changed a lot. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of discussions about that right now in the fandom. You know, it's like, how do we define ATEEZ right now in this Golden Hour series? Because you're right that they've explored so many different musical genres.
Yep. And so for me, I'm going to have to give it a deba. I'm waving my light stick. Yeah.
Yay.
I still have not seen them live, and I am going to do whatever it takes to see them this year. And Bad, this album is a reason why. You know, it's making me really excited to see them perform. And so pleased that they chose a Black woman leading lady, and that they're leaning into global Black and brown musical sounds. I'm so into it. How about you, Theresa?
I want to give it I want to say Debak, but Debak more for Mamacita.
Wait a minute.
That's what I'm saying. We can't give it a debug for a B-side.
So yeah, you're not the biggest fan of Bad.
As a title track, as a single, I think it's cool. I think it's fun. I will be jamming out to it, but it's not the type. I think I actually have a different perspective from PD Name in that in the Golden Hour series, I do think that they've had some great singles and title tracks for that series. They've been, I love I Saw My Teeth. I love In Your Fantasy. I think Work is such a fun song. It is something that I'm every time I hear that, I'm yeah, I just gotta make that money. I gotta get,
So catchy.
It's so good. So I'm actually coming at it from the perspective of I think they've had other great title tracks, and I think that this is the weakest of those title track releases. Save for, I go back, I think it's maybe on par with Adrenaline in terms of where I would rank it in terms as a release. But I'm going to say Debak because I'm happy for all the love that they're giving to Latino, A-teeny, and just Latin America in general. The fact that they included Spanish, and yeah, it's just guys, let's keep the love affair going.
So that about wraps it up for our discussion of ATEEZ Bad. Let's let our listeners know where they can find us, follow our work. We're kicking off with Theresa, our special guest, who has her own podcast that we're big fans of here. So where can we follow you?
Thank you. Yes, you can keep up with our podcast. It's a Kpop Thing on Instagram at IKPTPOD. We're also available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And if you would like to see more nonsense from me, you can find me on Instagram at Teresa__Avila.
Awesome. You can find me on Instagram at Catchlight27.
And I'm at PDNIM on the Kpopcast Slack. And of course, you can find all of us on the Kpopcast Slack. And if you would like to support the show, please consider donating to our Ko-fi.
Shout out to Chelsea H, Lady Sensa, Liz C, and Dina for your contributions. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks, y'all. This was fun.
Yay, thank you.
So I have to explain now very quickly. So the lore about Gotta Work is because in their universe they are actually an idol group, they have to get jobs to support their idol careers.
Oh, wow.
So that's why they gotta get money.
Come on. Gotta get money.
And so that's why San has a food truck.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. Wow. Thank you for sharing. I'm going to stop the recording.